Is the White House open to a separate bill that funds Israel and Ukraine and tabling the current supplemental package as some Senate Republicans are discussing?
Look, what we want, and to answer that question very straightforward, is we want the national security supplemental to be passed. That's what we want. As you know, we introduced that in October. I've said this very, very often when the president asks for a supplemental bill, it is because it is an emergency request. This is an emergency request that we believe is important for our national security, hence the name of the supplemental, for not just for around the world, but for us here, for Americans here in this country. And so we are going to be very focused on getting that done. We appreciate the conversations that's happening on the border security in the Senate, both Republicans and Democrats, but we want to see the national security supplemental bill move forward as it stands, as it is all together.
I understand that's your preference, obviously, but is the White House open to a separate bill that just deals with Ukraine and Israel?
That's not the discussion we're having. That's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're moving towards for. That is not the discussions that we're having. That is not what we want to see. We want to see the entire we want to see that national security supplemental move forward. That is what we're working towards.
Just to clarify, when you just said that's not the discussion that we're having, do you mean that the White House has not been engaged with Senate leaders, Senate Republicans in particular, about that idea, which is being discussed right now?
So what we have focused on, the answer is we're focused on getting the national security supplemental move forward as is, in the way that the president requested it. That's what we want to do. That's how we're moving forward. And that is, we believe, what has been asked in that bill. Those different components, those different pieces are incredibly important. It is what's needed for our national security, and we need to move forward with it as is.
Has anyone at the White House had discussions with members about that idea?
Look, I don't have any discussions to share with you about that. I can tell you what we're moving towards. We're moving towards on making sure that we get that national security supplemental move forward as it is, as the president requested from Congress. That's one of the reasons we're having these really important bipartisan conversation in the Senate to see what we can do in the border security, but we want that national security supplemental to move forward. That's what we want. We want that request to move forward.